What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm super excited to have this next guest on. She has broken the internet recently with her new song, and I'm excited to talk to her about it and just see where the inspiration comes from and all that. Without further ado, Savannah, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
For sure. I mean, it's kind of unavoidable at this point, right? Like I think pretty much everybody in the conservative circles have shared your video. Can we start at the beginning? What kind of gave you the idea to do that? Give us a little bit of your process.
Yeah, so my name is Savannah Craven. I'm 19 and I'm from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I study musical theater and I am a conservative and I am pro-God, I'm pro-life. And throughout my life, I've always felt this way. And of course, in the past 4 or 5 years, I've just felt like I haven't been able to really be outspoken about it.
Right.
And when I went to CPAC in Orlando, I met J360 and Forgiato Blow, who are Trump rappers. And I told them that I have been, writing some of my own stuff for a while, but never went into the studio. And I think that they kind of saw something in me and they were like, all right, let's just do it. Let's just try. And we recorded my song, Be Like Candace, and people are loving it. And I'm shocked and I'm so grateful.
One of the appealing things about it is that there's almost a duality, right? Because you are very I guess lyrical with everything, what you would consider to be kind of like your standard modern hip hop, right? But then at the same time, there's a super feminine element, which I don't feel like many secular rappers capture. Especially you mentioned Cardi B in the song and stuff like that. I don't think that they capture that femininity like you do. Was that a conscious thing on your part, or was that something that you had to rework a little bit?
I think that for some reason, these famous female rappers are pushing that you need to show a lot of skin and that you need to show off your body and sell your body to get likes and money and views. And if you've seen the video, I'm very much clothed and I have gotten a great response. And I just want to teach young women and young girls, especially my generation, Gen Z, that you don't need to show off your body. You don't need to act crazy to get attention and to get people to like you. And you can, if you work hard and have dreams and goals, you can achieve them by just being yourself and being true to yourself.
I love that. And I don't think that we can get through this interview without obviously hearing your story about the first time that you saw Candace Owens and what that was like. Was there a moment where you were like, dang, this is my hero, or was it just like a slow trickle effect?
I watched one of her videos about escaping the Democrat plantation, and I've always grown up conservative, but my mom always taught me, like, you need to have your own opinions. You can think however you want, just be able to back it up. And when I saw her and how strong and powerful she was, and that she knew what she was talking about, and she was being attacked from all sides, yet she knew exactly what to say, and she was like, well, this is why I think this way. And then it just inspired me. It's like, no matter what your opinion is, no matter what your views are, you should always be able to back it up with why you think that way.
Absolutely.
And that's what's really important to me. And she's just my inspiration. And of course, being a woman of color, being conservative, I've gotten a lot of backlash. People think that just because you're Black, that you should be a Democrat, and that's just how it should be. And that's just not the truth.
Absolutely.
And so Candace has really taught me, you can be a person of color, and this is why. And the Democrats have been lying to us for years, and conservatives are the one that want to make everything better for us.
Absolutely. So, what kind of you talked about pushback a little bit? What's been the response to this song? Like, how are people reacting to it? Maybe people that aren't so conservative, because obviously you're getting a lot of support from people within the movement. What about otherwise?
Yeah, so I have gotten a lot of support from people in the movement. I've gotten endless messages and voice messages of people saying, my daughters, they can finally listen to rap. I love your song. I love that it's not trashy and that you kept it cool, but it still had that kind of hot girl beat, which was what I wanted it to be like. Like, I wanted it to kind of sound like, oh, this is about to be Cardi B, but then it's like, no, we're about to be Candace. But other than that, I've gotten very little negativity. I was expecting way more, and I'm sure more will come in the coming days.
Yeah.
But people have just said, like, you should just want to be like yourself. And of course, I do want to be like myself, but I think that everyone has someone that they look up to and who they aspire to be. And so I'm not trying to become Candace, but I'm trying to become like her and follow in her footsteps because she truly is an inspiration.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a great point. I think a lot of people misunderstand, especially during this whole Trump era, the idea of some looking up to somebody, right? People start to call it worship, idol worship, and this and that. Like there is there's a lot of value to be found in having good role models that you can look up to and aspire to be like, not in every way, but in the way that you choose to admire them for, right? Who are some of the other people that you? All right, so what's part two of the song? You're gonna be like who next? I'll say it that way.
Oh, I know. I look up to Donald Trump and his family. Ivanka, she runs her own business. She worked for her father for 4 years. The dedication that she has to this country. And that's really just what I want to sort of copy almost, is just be that influence, be that voice for people that feel in these past few months, especially, that we have no way to express how we feel without being canceled or fired or beaten, literally. So I just want to be that voice, and I want to be that voice, especially for younger girls who are kind of like closeted conservatives,
Right,
and they want to say like, no, I'm actually not pro-choice. I'm actually not for this $15 minimum wage, and here's why.
right. Very cool. I'm asking as a fan now. What I think anybody would want to know from an artist that just dropped a single out of nowhere and kind of broke the internet. Is this going to be part of an album? Is this going to be part of a tour? Is there anything that you can talk about that you can drop a hint at?
There's definitely going to be more coming. I can't tell you everything, but you will be seeing a lot more of me in this coming future, and I am very excited.
Awesome. Well, I know I'm keeping you, and I know there's a lot of stuff you have to do. I mean, with everything spiraling out of control for you. But if you had to give a message out to Candace right now, if she was by any chance watching this, which I'm sure she's looking you up, what is it that you would like to tell her?
I would just like to give her a huge thank you. You've inspired me. This is pretty much all because of you. You're a strong, independent woman who can speak for herself, think for herself, and that's what we need more of. And congratulations on your baby. He's adorable.
I'm sure she'll be glad to hear it. Well, Savannah, I don't want to keep you too long, so thank you very much for just taking the time to stop by and show some love to the podcast. I know the people that listen to this podcast are going to be very happy to hear another side to you besides the song. So thanks so much.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right.